At least it didn't affect me this time. Unfortunately, something came up on my boy's end. But Alan Shakazine, how you doing, good sir?
Annoyed. Fucking Exploit decided, it's like, hey, we haven't fucked with you ever. Let's just do it now. Where you paid for us? Since when? I literally paid for a year license, and when I, logged into it, it's like, no, you fucking didn't. I'm like, yeah, I did. I remember paying for a year. I should paid out the ass for that.
Yeah.
And I can't even find the fucking receipt. So it's like, I was planning to stream immediately after this fucking show, but I mean, I probably still stream tonight if I can fucking fix it afterwards. But my plan already went down the drain.
Yeah, man. That's why, like, if there's any issues like that, I check, like, even the day before, which was funny because today I was like, I might try a couple of things. So I'm gonna like do this the day before too. So like last night after our show, I did a couple exploit things, and then literally as I was going to sleep, and I could tell my phone because my phone was automatically synced to my computer. Yeah. And my phone goes and it says, "Hey, you're back on." I'm like, what the fuck? So I go back to my computer. Every single night now, my whole computer restarts to do updates, and the updates don't actually even happen because there's like a video game thing that's blocking the updates from happening. So now, all the work I do to get the show ready, I gotta do that every single day now. Like I can't like keep any settings, so I have to do every single show like it's the first time I'm using exploit. Fucking sucks. Yeah, dude, it's so frustrating. So yeah, guys, streaming's hard sometimes, but there's things way harder than that, obviously. So it'll be fine on both of our ends. But we got some things to talk about. I did not watch episode 4 or episode 5 of Kenobi, and I'm having kind of a my COVID's getting worse. I don't know why.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, like I'm having a cough drop and I literally still have to cough. And it's getting to a point like my breathing's actually worse. I checked my oximeter stuff, and normally I'm breathing like a 98, 99. I'm breathing a 96 now. This morning was 95. Yeah.
Those percentages are at best. Like you're still in the 90 percentile, you're fine. I say that shit all the time. Where it's like you call it when you get to 80, that's the problem.
Yeah, well, I mean, what the specialists say or whatever is if you're going anywhere under 90, because once you're in the 80s, that's when you're in brain functionality issues or whatever the fuck. So I know that I'm not that bad. It's just like for me, I barely ever had breathing issues. Like, I'm actually pretty good with that stuff, surprisingly, considering my weight and just me being around smokers my whole life. Yeah. But yeah, like the fact that I felt weird, and all of a sudden I'm blowing like a really odd number of my oximeter. It's like, oh, okay. So let's see what happens. I'm spitting really bad. I threw up this morning, so I don't know what the fuck's going on with me. But we'll figure it out. But if I'm not on the show on Sunday, guys, sorry, but what can you do? But I'm sure by Sunday I'll be good. The thing is, so last night, dude, I had a whole I was like thinking of some ways to kind of like segue into the the Vince McMahon topic.
Oh yeah.
I didn't, because there's a ton of shit that came out today about this dude. Like a lot.
I was gonna say hit me with like his I don't follow wrestling at all.
Yeah, so Vince McMahon. So I'll go ahead and bring up the actual thing so I say it exactly the way it's supposed to be said. Pulling it up on the interwebs now, and over here it's on Scene in Business. Actually, that's not what I wanted to show. Wait, why would it show that and not? That's my browser window.
Yes, your personal emails about businessman.
No, but exploit, you are fucking stupid.
Yeah, so yep. Today's been a fucking stupid day for exploit.
I mean, it's literally called browser. Hold on, let me fix this live on the show, y'all. And you guys can't see what I'm doing, but trust me, I'm fixing it because I'm that good. Let me see. Oh, this is such a stupid fucking thing because his computer keeps fucking restarting. That is some of the most frustrating. People, I promise you, I actually put a lot of thought and work into getting these shows good ahead of time, and there's always fucking something.
Yep. There's always something.
There's always something. Okay, here we go. All right, it says WWE boss Vince McMahon reportedly paid $3 million in hush money to cover up an affair. It says he's being investigated by the company's board for agreeing to pay a secret $3 million to a former employee he allegedly had an affair with, according to Wall Street Journal report. The separation agreement, which was reportedly made in January, prevents a former unnamed employee from discussing the relationship with Mr. McMahon or disparaging him in any particular ways. Now, here's the thing about this that people are like starting to talk about a lot. So, do you know who Pat McAfee is, Alan?
No idea.
He's basically trying to be like the new Joe Rogan. He's like the new big podcaster who's interviewing celebrities and blah blah. I think he's really, really funny. He's also a SmackDown announcer. He's on the WWE SmackDown show announcing. So, anyways, and he used to be an NFL punter. So, so many things. But his whole thing is he interviewed Vince McMahon recently during WrestleMania week. And when he was over there, it was actually WrestleMania month, but he was over there, and something that people are starting to catch up on listening to old podcasts is Pat McAfee says like, "Hey man, so what do you feel about people like bringing up certain things with you, like touching women or making out with women or being a bad guy on the show because you're such a crazy character that's so hateable, but yet people still like you?" And he's like, "Yeah, my wife at the time." This is Vince McMahon. He says, "My wife at the time." Well, the time that they're referring to is 2002. He's been married to Linda McMahon since like the 80s, if not late 70s. So he
Okay.
says wife at the time. That's kind of like I guess like a nod to like, yeah, I'm not married to her anymore. Like we're split. You know what I
Ooh.
mean? Yeah, that's a huge like what the fuck. So now people are kind of wondering and kind of defending like, hey, if he's with somebody else in his business right now, like if he's dating somebody or he had an affair or whatever, like that might have happened like after he was married, blah blah blah. But then here's the biggest thing is that they're saying like, oh, well, the board of directors are going to go into there and see if there's something that can be done about this. Well, you know who the board of directors are? Vince McMahon. So that's like you going to a store and saying like, "Hey man, can I speak to the manager?" "Yeah, yeah, sure." "Hey,
I'm
how
the
you doing?"
manager.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like it's so fucking stupid. It gets to a point now too that this particular person that he had an affair with, one of the wrestlers that's been fired, like almost like a year ago, Nia Jax. I think I've actually brought her up to you a few times before, Alan, but she even went on Twitter around the time she was fired and says like, yeah, like if it wasn't for all these perversions and all these guys trying to pay money to people who, they want to keep silent about their affairs, I'd probably still have a job. And people thought that that was
Wow.
like a reference to a guy who works on the storylines and stuff, John Laurinaitis, who is a guy who has been known to share women and push women after receiving blowjobs or sexual favors, blah blah. There's a lot of rumors about him, and apparently this girl, and let me actually take because there's a quote right here. It says every board was sent an email on March 30th that alleged McMahon, who is 76, hired the employee at a salary of $100,000 but increased it to $200,000 after beginning a sexual relationship with her. The email also alleges that McMahon gave the former employee, who is 41 and was hired as a paralegal, like a toy to Mr. Laurinaitis, that guy who
Jesus
also.
fucking Christ.
Yeah, so this just gets messier and messier and messier and messier. So it sucks because I do, I idolize Vince McMahon. I think he's fucking awesome. But yeah, dude, and I don't know much about that. Brightburn, he's saying didn't WWE Films executive produce the Scorpion King of 2002?
I thought they did.
They may have, but the thing is, like, The Rock didn't have a deal with WWE Films because The Rock felt like WWE wasn't gonna have like a lot of money and a lot of like know-how as far as the Hollywood, as far as Hollywood goes.
I mean, yeah.
So I don't think he even signed with WWE because people always assume that, oh, well, it's The Rock, so he's WWE. Like, no, fuck that.
He probably. I mean, I assume that he. I thought he was a one-time for Scorpion King, and just like John Cena, where it's like, oh, he did a fight. You always have to do like one or two of those movies, and then you do your own thing.
Yeah, because I believe the first one was See No Evil. That was in 2005, directed by Gregory Scott. That happened, I believe, in May of 2005, and then they did Oculus, which was like 2009, 2010.
They did Oculus.
Yeah, yeah, that was a WWE movie.
Oh, okay.
The one with the mirrors and all that weird
Yeah,
shit.
I was like,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
did not expect that to be a WWE movie. Well, it's because I don't remember there being wrestlers in that movie.
Yeah, so, and that's the coolest thing is like, because they definitely put some money into the Condemned with Stone Cold, which I love.
Oh yeah.
Condemned. That movie's
Eh,
great. You don't like it?
it's okay.
Yeah, I do like the original Squid Game or something. By the way, Squid Game's coming back, so I can't wait for that to be
I never
all over
watched the
the place.
first one, so
Yeah, are you really excited to hear that being talked about nonstop?
bro, people
Again.
now shut the fuck up about Squid Game like it was the second coming of Christ.
Yeah, dude. There's a place that we went to, what you call in Chicago, and the whole arcade was like Squid Game based. And I'm like, is this really that big of a deal, guys? That we're like changing the look of your
Well,
entire fucking place?
it's because they have the fucking PlayStation icons as their fucking like masks. So it's like, oh, video games. I'm like, okay, cool.
Yeah, fucking so ridiculous. So yeah, but that's coming back. But anyways, to stick onto the wrestling thing, and just to stick onto the idea, because I'm gonna pose a question here. Whereas it's like, if this is a thing where Vince McMahon is taken away from the WWE or whatever the case may be, and he ends up like not working for the rest of his life because he's old or whatever. But do you actually think that these old guys even care about getting caught anymore? Like, do you think that maybe the reason why he's getting caught now, or this is actually being leaked, is because he's really like at that age where, dude, I don't care. What are you gonna do? Give me a day off once in my fucking life? Like, I don't give a fuck. What do you
It's
think?
hard to tell. The more people, no one ever thinks they're gonna get caught, but the older you get, the less I guess careful you are. So it's more just a situation where it's like they're finally getting caught for decades of abuse. So it's really hard to fucking tell. But it's probably more a situation where it's just like, yeah, nobody ever thinks they're gonna get caught. And the older you get, the more you get away with it, the more brazen or stupid you are. So
Yeah. And then the biggest thing I want to ask too, because like for me, I think that'll be a good for WWE. if Vince McMahon's gone. I feel like Vince McMahon's a big reason why, everything is like shitty. Like there's so many dumbass storylines and everything. And just like, oh man, please get Vince the fuck out of here. But I will say, like, has there ever been a situation where you feel like the elimination of someone being shitty would actually help the company, like an Activision thing or like whatever? Because like there's so many companies that do bad things now that like maybe there is something in there where like maybe you felt like, oh man, like can't they just get rid of this one guy and then like, oh, like who's the guys who do Borderlands?
Gearbox.
Yeah, isn't there a guy in there like if they got rid of that one dude that you can't fucking stand?
Oh yeah, fuck Randy Pitchford, that fucking pedophile.
Yeah, damn. Yeah, I keep forgetting like all the things that are wrong with him. Like,
I will never. I wake up every morning mad that man still has a job.
Yeah, but on that note, like, would you like be down to like play Borderlands games or even like check out like Jack? No, nothing.
I refuse to play. At this point, I refuse to even pirate a fucking Gearbox game because fuck that studio. The day they fire, I'm not saying let go. The day they fire Randy Pitchford, then I will play their games again. I also think the Borderlands series sucks, but that's another discussion.
Yeah, but Viper Fox in the chat, what is up? Yes, I'm wearing blue today. What's it called? That's like my thing for like the next few months. I'm gonna just keep.
I legitimately didn't notice. I'm so used to you only wearing like 2 fucking shirts. I'm like, oh yeah, that is blue. Holy shit.
Yeah, but no, maybe it's like my camera's different or something, or whatever. Because like, yeah, like before, because I've been wearing this like nonstop for like a month, and I just wash it.
I've like changed blindness, man. Unless it's like super obvious, like if you're wearing pink, oh yeah, you're already different. It's like there's no black there. I'm like, oh yeah, it's just this regular black and white shirt.
I still got that pink shirt like right there. Like I might put that on soon. I gotta find a good reason to put it on again. So it looks, it is what it is. It just looks really weird on me. I will say though, like I got used to it during that show when we were both wearing pink, and I was like, you know what, it's kind of okay. Like I'm not.
I still have that fucking shirt.
Soraya says, was there any good movies for the WWE Studios? The one I enjoyed was Oculus. Yeah, I think See No Evil was okay with Kane.
The first Marine wasn't bad.
Oh, I kind of hated that.
I mean, I'm not gonna die on the hill, but it wasn't bad.
Because didn't that come out around the same time Walking Tall did? And the Walking Tall was obviously with The Rock.
Yeah.
And I was like, I can't help but think that they just try to like, hey, like big guy walk around fucking everybody up. All right, cool. Like I was like,
dude, that's a genre that was the '80s. As far as like, yeah, Walking Tall's like the end of the. Hey, we're gonna get the biggest guy in the world to be an action star. Now it's like you're getting more skinnier, more choreographed fighting guys as action stars now.
By the way, the Marine was actually originally supposed to be a Stone Cold movie, and Stone Cold read the script and was like, that shit fucking sucks. I ain't gonna do that shit. He literally like,
John Cena's like, I need something else to do.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, and then like they keep giving it to different wrestlers. Like Randy Orton took it, The Miz took it.
There are like 5 sequels to that movie.
Yeah, I think there literally is 5. Like I know you said that, but like I don't know if you're like. I
feel like I looked it up one time and it's like it's up. I don't know if 3 or 4.
It's like the new Land Before Time.
Oh yeah, they keep making the movies and I guess they're cheap enough to make, but they keep getting different Marines. So I don't know if it's the same character or it's just like the Marine Cinematic Universe or some shit.
Yeah. Which I'm wondering how much those things have connective tissue. But Brightburn says, I have a question that only Nick probably remembers the answer to. Does anyone remember WCW on Monday Nitro back when they were called WWF? Yes, that was in 2001. I believe it was March. It was 1 week before WrestleMania, so it had to be like March 10th to March 20th of 2001. And that was an amazing show. I was really hyped about it because I was like, oh my god, that means I'm going to get like Goldberg versus Stone Cold and The Undertaker versus Steen and Booker T versus The Rock. And granted, I did get Booker T versus The Rock and the shit sucked. But all those wrestlers were paid by Time Warner, I guess WB, whatever the fuck. And all those contracts were paid for ahead of time. So why would they come and wrestle when they're going to get paid the same whether they come to the show or stay at home and go to sleep? So all those main stars just stayed home, and that storyline of WCW invading WWF became nothing. Everyone hated it. So I thought that was kind of cool. But then like years later, you get those guys to come in, and that made it kind of cool. But imagine like if something happened where like Marvel bought DC, but yet you never get Iron Man versus Batman. Batman's just not. Instead, we get like Green Lantern.
Oh yeah. So basically, what happened with Fox and just half their fucking IPs, where it's like, yeah, we got them, but we kind of suck at it, so we ain't making shit.
I mean, honestly, Doctor Strange is a good example. Like, we get 20th Century Fox, and all you got to answer was Mr. X. Like, where the fuck is Wolverine and Cyclops and fucking give me somebody?
Not even that. Why did you have him on screen for 2 fucking seconds just to murder him? Who thought this was a good idea?
Yeah. Oh God, Doctor.
That movie
I don't even know if that's the Sam Raimi. Like, I don't even think Sam Raimi made that decision. I think the studio made that decision where Sam Raimi's like, all right, I guess I'll make it kind of cool, try my best. Like I don't
I
know.
don't honestly. It was someone's fucking decision because Marvel has like Marvel doesn't just do random bullshit. They always have somebody signing off on everything. But
Yeah.
I'm just like, there's so much wrong with that fucking movie. It's such a disappointment.
Yeah, but I'm wondering, Brightburn. Let me know if you actually dug that whole Alliance storyline with the WCW, because like yeah, that's the whole thing I would like to talk about more. So Soraya saying the Marinos from like 2006. Yeah, that was a year after Condemned, and I believe the Walking Tall was like 2003. I think she said it in there too earlier, but yeah, Walking Tall was definitely before that. And I would definitely go back and like watch Walking Tall now, like in the Rundown. There was a goofy actor that played with The Rock in the Rundown. It was pretty funny. Um, but still, man, there was like some action movies in the middle of the 2000s were just fucking terrible, dude. Like I didn't get back into action movies until like 2012, where like Sylvester Stallone and Arnold were doing their thing again.
Oh man, nah, I've hated action movies for a long time because I felt like one, all the choreography was fucking terrible, and two, anything that wasn't just anything that was trying to be choreography was terrible. Anything with gunshots all felt like the same fucking movie. It wasn't literally until the first Raid Redemption came out. I'm like, oh wait, this is an entire genre, and then I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, choreographed action for me.
Yeah, dude. Like, when you showed me that, like, just clips when we first started talking, I was like, "Holy shit, what the fuck is that? Is that from like the early '90s or '80s or something? Like, is that something like way off here?" It's like, no, you can still enjoy this. Like, it's still like it's not too far off where you can't like, it's not accessible or something. So
Yeah,
yeah, dude.
yeah, yeah. So
Um,
I've seen that fucking movie. I just went and dived right in, and now it's like there's a lot of fucking movies off the top of my head I can riddle off like that are better than fucking most movies that come out now.
yeah. By the way, Soraya says, I think the goofy actor you're talking about is the guy from American Pie. Yes, yes. I want to say his name though. I'm gonna try to find it really quick. Because this guy, he was terrible at American Pie. I don't even know why Gonja fucking likes that goddamn movie. That movie is terrible. Sean William Scott, I believe it is. Wow, Rosario Dawson was in that movie? I forgot about that. But yeah, I just looked it up over here, guys. Let me pull it up on screen here. Da, 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 da. Sean William Scott, pull this up, and it's this douche. Um, I gotta tell you, I haven't seen him in a long time, man. He really kind of like fell off, you know?
Oh, this guy, man. The last time I heard about him, he's on. Oh my god, what was that fucking show called? It was Lethal Weapon, I think, or something like that. It was the TV series he was on, and he got fired off of it because Drunken Disorderly or some shit. And they had to
Oh
recast the
shit.
dude for they had to recast the main actor for season three.
Yeah, Marissa says, "Who requested High School Musical?" Oh no, wait, that's a thing. Oh god. I fucking hate High School Musical. I never even watched it.
I thought you did that, Mauricio.
Yeah. Oh, we do have to watch. I'm like losing track of like the bit bounties. We had them written down, but fuck, do we have to watch that soon?
At some point we gotta fucking watch it. Oh my god.
God damn it.
I went my entire life avoiding that fucking movie.
Me too. Well, my
I
niece
literally
was liking it, and I was like, "Oh, you fucking
I literally
little
had this
girl."
thing when before the movies came out that my two least favorite genres of movies were high school movies and musicals. And then High School Musical came out, I'm like, oh boy, I'm never fucking watching these.
I've never seen this, but I love the trailer. This is Dude, Where's My Car? And I forgot he's in here. Yeah,
I
Sean William Scott right there.
Yeah, I've never liked Sean William Scott. He just feels like he's just a gross dumbass in every fucking movie he's in. And I
Yeah.
think Ashton Kutcher's a garbage actor, so I basically never watched anything with him in it. Except for the first Butterfly Effect, and that movie sucks.
Where it says it wasn't me yesterday. Jess said you had to watch it. Fuck. Okay, yeah. Then it's probably something that she literally picked, or maybe somebody. I don't know. I'm so curious though. I'm gonna like look that up. We're going to watch that soon because we got a few more G movies to get through, Mauricio stuff, and then Ryan gave us not only a bunch of bit bounties, and you guys will see this on stream, but we're gonna be watching all of the Illumination movies because Despicable Me, the new one's coming out soon. The Rise of Gru, I think it's called.
Oh god. Oh no, not another one. I
You
was
really
trying to
hate those
avoid
minions,
this
huh?
shit. I hate I don't. It's not. Yeah. I'm gonna be real. I'm trying to say, oh, do I hate the fucking minions? No, I fucking hate the minions.
Yeah, I like how part of me was like, no, no, yes, yes, I fucking hate the
No, because I was
fucking
like, I
minions.
don't hate. Yeah, I do. What am I saying
Yeah,
otherwise?
I hate. That's all I do is fucking hate.
Yeah, exactly. No.
No, dude. Yeah, I'm not looking forward to that either. But yeah, we've been watching all the Illumination movies, as requested by Ryan Walter saying that we should have got to those a lot sooner, but then I got sick, and then traveling, and doing the Austin trip soon is gonna be gaining away at that stuff again too. So I'm gonna try my best to do these things for like shorter shows and things of such nature, but. I gotta get better too. Soraya says, I like American Pie. The rest I don't remember. I remember watching American Pie: The Naked Mile when I was very young. Had to sneak to watch that movie. Man, that's even worse, Soraya. Is that you as a girl trying to go sneak to watch that movie, looking like a pervert, and then someone's gonna catch you like, "What are you trying to do?" It's like I'm trying to watch the one with the guys with the dicks and the nakedness. Like, I was part of the reason why I didn't want to watch it because that one dude fucks the pie, and I was like, I don't want to be caught watching this. And then someone has to ask me questions, and I'm like, I'm just trying to laugh. I thought it was gonna be funny. He's fucking that pie. Which by the way, I gotta call some bullshit on that. I feel like no one ever has done that. Like, who the fuck is doing
Oh,
that
no
fucking
one's
pie?
done 90% of what happens in the American Pie show. That's why I don't want to watch the second one or all those fucking sex comedies because I feel like my issue with sex comedies is the main character is always a sex depraved pervert rapist, but we have to play it off. No, I'm sorry, but like they're 2 seconds away from just fucking forcing themselves on somebody. But we have to take it as a comedy because the main character's white. Like,
Yeah.
imagine they'll never do this, but imagine if they had a person of color for American Pie thing. That movie would be fucking like people would be yelling the shit out of that one.
Yeah, man. But anyways, here's the thing though. What we're gonna be doing, cause I know that of course we're gonna be starting soon and everything too. Oh, Soraya says, "Man, girl, I thought you were. Your username was Zelda Ocarina of Time reference." Ah, cause Soraya's Lost Woods. I just realized that I'm stupid.
Wait, what?
Soraya.
Soraya? You mean Sierra?
Oh, is that okay? I've been saying it wrong the whole time. But I
Oh,
know it's
don't worry.
Soraya Lost Woods.
No, it's just one. It's just a Lost Woods, and as far as the Sierra, but I thought that was a character in the fucking place that's actually named that. Oh, it's okay. I called it the Deku tree for like my entire fucking life.
Oh,
it wasn't
God,
until
yeah.
it wasn't until like last year I actually pronounced it as Deku, mostly because of
My
let's see
Hero
how much-
Academia. We're about to say
Oh,
How
that-
I Met Your Academia.
I don't know. No, How I Met Your Mother. It's like, what the fuck am I on today?
No, you're probably still trying to figure out your expert thing, right?
Oh, I actually just figured it out. I was just using the wrong thing, but I don't know how to log into the right. I have no idea how to log in to this thing because XSplit is one of the worst programs I've ever seen.
Well, okay. Actually, I don't mind helping you out on stream for a second. Just, I mean, because if you got it right.
Every time I log in, it logs into a different email, and I don't know how to log out and log into my actual email.
Oh, okay. Well, you know what you can do? You go to xsplit.com and then just type in your right email while you're still having XSplit regular up, and then it'll literally like recalibrate your settings to XSplit.
Well, I have it up right now. Because if that's the case, I can actually like quickly just kind of stream.
Yeah.
So
But while you do that, I'm gonna let you do that. And I'll just talk to people in the chat for a minute, and you can just do your thing. But Marissa says, by the way, it was a firm no for my boss for Austin. So wait, what the fuck? You're not gonna be able to go, dude? That sucks.
that sucks, buddy. Because it's so soon. Because like it's next month, so it's like people might have a tough time getting off work. Oh, perfect! It worked out.
I knew it. Nice. Yeah, that's how often I deal with this. That literally,
It was so fucking wild. I had to go out of my way to find like which fucking email I use. It's my dumbass's fault. I use an email I don't even use anymore.
What you call waifu says, Nate, did you see the Overwatch 2 event? Not sure if you played Overwatch 1, but they're adding Battle Pass, which I think is dumb. I think it's dumb too. But I think they had to do that.
It's the name of the game. I booted up Rainbow Six Siege maybe like a couple days ago to play it. It's still fun as hell. But the name of the game now is Battle Pass. It's basically the new online. Literally everyone's doing it because it keeps you occupied to get you. Basically, instead of buying like the season characters, you buy the pass that lets you basically give you a run of what to unlock, or it gives you access to unlock as you play the game anyway. But for me, that I really play the game so frequently, like I'm never gonna pay for anything in Fortnite, and I'm never gonna fucking buy the Rainbow Six Battle Pass, even though I spent hundreds of dollars in Rainbow Six Siege to buy all the year passes. When it comes to the Battle Pass, it's like it's so weird because it demands so much time from you to just do anything. Where it's like, to me, it's like I would literally rather buy a character than spend the hours to unlock them.
Yeah, I'm kind of the same about too, especially if it's like a cosmetic thing or whatever, but I don't know. Brightburn says, so, not to be too disgusting, but if you were Jim Ross, would you ever put up Vince McMahon putting you in the Strange Throne called the Kiss My Ass Club? I wouldn't. I had too much self-respect. Yeah, but at the same time, it's like, there's times where that is necessary. Like, I would imagine that, like, there's a lot of actors, especially back, I mean, like let's be straight up, the last 20 years, everything's been cool about gay people and everything, like everyone's more accepting, but like before that, if you're like a gay character in a movie and you're supposed to be a macho badass dude or whatever, like that would probably hurt your career. People would be making fun of you and things like that, to a point where people were making fun of Heath Ledger even though Dark Knight was out and everything. They're just like, haha, you're in a gay movie with Jake Gyllenhaal. Two amazing fucking actors, Heath Ledger and Jake Gyllenhaal, incredible fucking actors, and people made fun of Brokeback Mountain continuously, and it was like,
oh, of course, forever, because people
are fucking stupid.
They laugh at homosexuality in movies, but
Yeah.
it's still a thing now.
So that being said, it was like, sometimes you just gotta do that. So in wrestling, like, I mean, dude, like, let me ask you this, Brightburn. Let's say that you're The Rock and you gotta, like, push somebody else to a level where you are so you can work with them later, and The Rock has to work with Rikishi. And you got Rikishi's big fat ass with the thong on, just all in your face. you can't look at that like, oh, it's disgusting, or oh, it's gay, or oh, it makes me look stupid. It's like that's his move, and he's supposed to take all your special moves and your badassery. So it's only fair for you to take the stink face. You know what I mean? Like, as long as he's not like covering your face in actual shit, But so yeah, I don't know. I probably would do that, to be honest. Like, especially that money they're paying him to do that shit. I would kiss Vince McMahon's ass on TV. I'm a character, like that's what you gotta do.
Yeah.
But I would hope that that's not the case. I would talk to the writer. Can you please write me cooler than that? I don't want to kiss anybody's ass.
And depending on how much power you have, that's literally how it works. Because everyone thinks, oh, the characters are finished before. It's like, no, even on, like, I guess wrestling, not necessarily on set, but like, whenever they're filming anything, the actors, especially after a while, it's like, yeah, they have input of what the character is because they are the character after a while. I remember reading an article where in The Office, Jim, apparently there's a storyline where he cheats on Pam.
Oh,
like,
Jesus.
and he's like, "Fuck you guys, no!" Like Jim's supposed to be this fun, lovable guy, and he loves Pam. He does that, the audience will hate him forever. And it's like, yeah, you're right. Because like Jim, really from The Office, cheating? Nah, maybe being like
That's not even
an
like
ass.
something he would do. Like, yeah, it doesn't make sense for the world of Jim. Like,
Yeah, maybe like a dumbass, or he doesn't know how to be in a relationship, or he's not necessarily the best father. I could see those things because he's kind of a douchebag. But cheating on Pam?
I thought you were saying he's a little bit of a Jew. I was like,
No,
what the fuck was that?
No, I would never fucking say that.
Oh, Jesus Christ, yeah, I love that. Anyways, so before we get out of here too, I'm gonna have you do a very, very quick recap of this stuff, man. Firstly, Kenobi episode 4. Your thoughts? I have not watched episode 4 and 5. This is all you, man. So
yeah, it's weird because when we did this with the boys, I'm like, what the hell happened on? I'm trying honestly. Oh yeah, right. Episode 4 was for me one of the weakest ones. I'm not basically go full spoiler because episode 5 basically fucking just came out yesterday. But for episode 4, it felt like one of the weaker episodes because it felt like they didn't. This was an extended one of episode 3. It's something like I said where Darth Vader got introduced way too early. Where I felt like if they just extended episode 3 and took all Darth Vader stuff and put it into here, mixed in, and made this a longer episode, because it's also the shortest episode. It's 30 minutes, so it's like when you're watching everything else, it's like 40 plus minutes. It ends up going there, but they end up doing a lot of cool, interesting stuff. As usual, they're going to different planets. They end up going to the prison. They end up doing my favorite thing ever, which is the prison breakout. I love that shit. I'm always gonna love it when the main characters have to break some dude out of prison. They end up doing that. There's some interesting things that go on. You get to see some cool fights. You get to basically see some cool stuff with Obi-Wan. But it is one of those things where it's like this way the storytelling, the pace of the story that this is going at is. I'm gonna be really disappointed if they don't pull a secret. Hey, we're doing season 2 because they told it so slowly that I feel like they could have easily gotten 6 more episodes out of this, and I think they would have been in a good spot. Like they need one more season or extend this by like 5 or 6 episodes, because especially with this season where it's like what they established took too long to really justify its own existence. Where technically everything they established for the plot could have been done in about 10 minutes, but they stretched it out to 30, which is fine. I get that because they did a lot of cool moments in there, but the issue ended up being. I don't like they're taking away from the time they have to do more interesting stuff, as you see in episode 5, the next episode.
Yeah.
So as far as yeah.
Oh no, but I'm sorry. I was just gonna
I was just gonna finish up with a rating because it's honestly an episode where it's like it just kind of comes and goes, and the episode 3 was great. Episode 5, like I'll get into that a little bit more, but episode 4 it was one of the most like oh, I kind of feel disappointed for watching this one. So I'd give this one probably the lowest one, 2.5, where I'm like I like it, but it's definitely the weakest episode.
So now it's time to get into the latest episode, and this I would say try to stay away from spoilers for the most part.
Yeah, of course.
But yeah, man. One of the things, and this was on a double toasted thumbnail where we had Darth Vader on there. So I'm like, okay, obviously he's in this episode, which is pretty cool. Happy about that. Like me some Darth Vader. I loved him in episode 3. And Corey said, and because we're double toasted base, that's why I'm bringing this up. It doesn't really mean shit to me personally, what Corey thinks, but he was like, episode 4 is like the worst of the fucking season, and honestly, it made me kind of hate like what's going on.
Oh, fucking hyperbolic motherfucker. Yeah. Like it wasn't great, but the world this is so bad. It's like, no, it wasn't, bro.
But then then episode 5 comes around and he's like, a little bit better. We'll see. So now I'm really curious if you think that episode 5 kind of like rehabilitated the quality of the show from what you saw in episode 4.
Oh no, episode 5 is one of my favorite episodes of this fucking season. Like it's honestly probably my favorite one, with episode 1 being like the best. This is honestly probably better because it gives you, it's what everyone's like, but don't know how fucking proper storytelling goes, where you focus on a different character to grow 2 characters at once, whatever the fuck, who cares. But as far as this one's like, no, this is hitting on all fucking cylinders. Everyone has something to fucking do. They do enough flashbacks, but they get some of the actors to go back. I'm like, okay, the VFX might not be fucking perfect, but they still manage to get the point across. It feels like what people when they were bitching about what they wanted from an Obi-Wan show, this episode feels like they finally gave it to the fans. This is exactly what it is. It focused on Obi-Wan. It focused a lot on his shortcomings. It shows how far he's fallen. It shows a lot of flashback with the characters, so you end up seeing like the height of these characters versus where they are now. The choreography with some of the fights was amazing. The plot twists that ended up happening were really fucking good. They have a lot of good fucking moments where there's just fucking tons of stormtroopers just fucking showing up and shit. And they managed to keep it very tight, very focused. I'm like, oh shit, the Empire is here and they're a fucking problem. So we have to find a way to fucking deal with the shit immediately. But this episode just was nonstop. Like, because the first half of it is like all talking, the second half is like all action. And some of the shit they end up doing and how they're gonna end the final episode, I'm like, I still think I hope to get a second season. I doubt it at this point, but like this episode, like everything was on par. You get to see some Darth Vader does some of the coolest Darth Vader shit I've seen ever. Honestly,
Better
the
than
only thing that
Rogue
comes cool. It's honestly on the same level. Like he
Really?
is because Rogue One, he's fucking around with them. He's just having fun with those guys. He's murdering the shit out of them. There's something here where this dude is using the Force in a way I'm like, how has no one done this before? Like when he's using the Force, I'm like, no one's done this before. Like fuck a lightsaber, man.
Yeah, dude. No, that's actually really cool to hear, man. Because yeah, I like when Darth Vader's doing like some slasher, like killer shit. Like I fucking love that stuff.
Oh,
Bro.
he no point goes, I'm sad. He goes, oh fuck y'all. He is constantly evil and constantly doing like fucked up shit to the extent where it's like they never pull the he's actually sad inside like they do at the end of the original trilogy. He's a tortured soul. Nah, this motherfucker's pissed as shit and doesn't give a fuck about life.
And that's the cool thing is that they can do that now because, like, this is actually, some of a prequel in the storyline wise. This is all happening before he starts having feelings or whatever the fuck in Return of the Jedi. So they kind of, like, I bet if it wasn't for Return of the Jedi doing what it did or whatever, and the fact that this storyline wise takes place way before then, if it wasn't for that, they would definitely have him be like a tortured soul and a sympathetic villain and shit like that. Like, they would have.
Oh, 100%, because that's the name of the game. But the benefit of it is the fact that it's like, but I mean, if they were doing the smart writing, they would have kept it because the reason he got over all of his bullshit was because of his son. Here, he's like, I got nothing. Why do I like? By the way, I don't know who greenlit this, but fuck them kids is the fucking subplot of this entire show because they just show Vader murdering kids like with a lightsaber. Like they straight up like they try to cut away enough, but like no, he just decapitated a kid. Like that kid is fucking dead.
But what would you rate this?
This is 4. This is straight up like everything was firing on cylinders. Reva does some really cool fucking shit. Darth Vader does some cool fucking shit. Obi-Wan does some good stuff. They have some really good emotional fucking moments. And I'm like, this is like the Empire Strikes Back of this series, where it's like the bad guys lose so goddamn hard, but maybe they'll win in the end.
Okay, yeah. But here's the thing, though, man. I'm gonna have you leave and start your stream very quickly because I'm about to get out of here.
I need if you could kill about 5 minutes.
God damn it! Well, get out of here, people. Go watch him. Twitch.tv/Birdman Alley, and I'll talk to you later on, Alan Shakeling. So he's out of here, and what I'm gonna be doing, people, is I'm gonna shoot the shit with you guys for just 5 more minutes. Hanging out and whatnot. Corey is now on right now. Gotta tell you guys, man. Let me know what you think. I'm gonna pull this up on screen here. But what are you guys' thoughts on your boy's man bun?
Mm-hmm. Like you know
let me show really
quick. We love you for you.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, we do.
Yeah. What? How did it go to Corey about writing a pause? That makes no goddamn sense.
Oh.
Okay, yeah, I can't do nothing there. It's not gonna let me do it. His lighting's off too. What the hell is all like yellow in there and shit? But yeah, dude. Any thoughts on the man bun or ponytail, whatever the fuck they're calling it, guys? Viper Fox saying it looks good. Yeah, then I gotta tell you, dude, it threw me off. I was like, kind of odd the fact that he's pulling his hair like that, whatever the fuck. Because I know he wanted to like have his hair come out and like as a guy, like I think I'll do what the fuck. Man, you guys are missing something. Why do I show my face? Oh, you just missed it. Oh, it's so lame. He came over there and started making out with fucking Corey Bot. You guys missed some good shit there. But yeah, I think ponytails are pretty cool. I don't think I can pull out because I got a big face. Yeah, a big old fucking face. And yeah, dude, like I was just surprised to see him do that because that's the thing that dudes don't want to do. Dudes definitely don't want to like pull their head back and show more of their face. That's why we grow the mustache. This is like basically makeup for us, man. Just whatever we can do to hide our actual faces and shit. I have my hair is always like this in my pictures and shit. Like I don't like my face a whole lot. But I'm glad that Chris Herman did that though. My balls to him. Big kudos. I don't know if I'm gonna try it, Reese. I got a big fucking head. Like, you gotta admit, dude, my head's fucking like just wow, fucking huge. Black Knight says, in my opinion, that's how Yoda should have been fighting, not using his saber. Yeah, dude. I think Yoda is just silly as fuck when he fights ever. Like, I don't like the way Yoda, like, what was that? The one where he fights with Samuel L. Jackson? That shit was silly as hell, dude. I was like, that's dumb as fuck. I can't.
Hey, you forgot the
Moving
power
Road.
glove.
Let me look that up. He said at least half up, half down. I could probably try to do that. But don't forget about the power glove. Let me look this up. I feel like I know what this is. Oh, is this a musical? Oh, Mauricio, you fuck. Oh, Nicole Kidman and Ewan McGregor. And it's in French. Well, it's probably not in French, but you know. Jukebox musical romantic drama. Oh, wow, my 4 favorite fucking things. God damn it. Co-written by Baz Luhrmann. It follows a young English poet Christian who falls in love with the star of Moulin Rouge, cabaret actress, and courtesan Satine. The film uses the musical setting of the This movie's gonna fucking suck, dude. This movie's gonna be fucking garbage. I had to grab you by your fucking throat, Mauricio, and be like, dude, thank you for the biddies on my titties. Appreciate that, man. God, dude, Mauricio, you don't like musicals, do you? I don't think you actually like musicals. I think you're just fucking with me. There's no way. Soraya says, Nick, there are some people bitching about Lightyear having 2 lesbians kiss or something. Oh, why? Why do people care? Do you think the kids are sitting there like, huh, that's interesting? Well, maybe they are. Maybe our kids are like, that's interesting. Why is that the case? So can I just kiss another girl? I'm a girl. I don't know. Maybe. But they think that they're coming for the kids. I was like, what the fuck? What about Snow White? She was 14 and the princess in her 30s. Yeah, exactly. As long as there's a man who's rich, then fucking it's okay. That's some bullshit. Does that mean 14-year-old girls are going to marry 30-year-old men? I mean, that does happen, but I don't think it's because of the fucking movie. People are like, Lightyear's starting to get some hyperbolic opinions in both ways. Like, you know, people are like, it's a fucking masterpiece. It's amazing. And then some people are just like, man, it's some bullshit. Like, it's like nothing on Toy Story, which, by the way, is really hard to pull off. How the fuck can you have, you know, a new movie like that be as amazing and creative as one of the most amazing creative quadrilogies I've ever fucking seen? Like, I don't know. That's kind of impossible, dude. So, yeah, but, man, people are freaking out about that, dude. Or even, like, not just gayness in these movies, but then also, like, the comfortability of sexualization. I think it's kind of odd. It's like, back in the 90s, man, there was, like, music videos of girls twerking and dudes, like, spanking the fuck out of women and, you know, like, put your head down. Oh, yeah, fuck, you know, the whole thing. And it was some pretty rough stuff. And, you know, like that song, Pony, just ride it, up there. And then now, like, it's not even nasty like that. It's just like, I want to have sex, you know, just light, innocent stuff. And yeah, it's too much for people to handle. It's kind of crazy. I mean, the only musical movies I like is Sound of Music, Little Shop of Horror, and Singing in the Rain. Yeah, I'll talk to you more about that in a bit. Moobot probably cut me off, so I'll be responding to you in a minute there, Soraya. Let me go ahead and check to see if our boy, I was going to name his HTTP. I was like, let me see if my boy twitch.tv/BourbonAlley's on. That would have been stupid. You guys should go hang out with him, though. That motherfucker can talk a mile a fucking minute, 4 miles and minutes. So if you guys want to, you guys can definitely do that. He's playing Ocarina of Time. What a fucking nerd. But he's on. He is definitely on. So that being said, guys, I'm going to get out of here, man. I'm going to get the fuck out of here. All right. I'll put some music on as I go. But, guys, I'll be back on Sunday. I'm not going to do a show tomorrow. I probably was going to. And if I do, I might just come on in and just do a surprise stream. And I might just, like, send messages to you guys personally. Like, hey, I'm on. But I was thinking about doing Jackbox and trying my best to find some time to do a watch party. I really, really want to do a watch party. I have everything set up for it. I really, really want to try this shit out. So we'll see. Saturday after hours. See you guys over there, 9 o'clock CST. I'm going to try to be in there right away with my boy Mauricio. Should be some fun stuff. I got nothing planned for Saturday, so I might be in there the entire time. So join me. That being said, let's get the fuck out of here. Love you guys very, very much. But we out. Goodbye. Watch Birdman Alley. Shake a zine. I'm giving them some love. I'm on a stream. I'll fucking do that probably. That's a great idea. You better be there, Reese. Join me, Reese. Let's play some Among Us. That'll be some fun stuff. Alright, guys. It's time to raid the Birdman. And then shake a zine. Can and have. We can probably do that too. I'll hit you up, Reese, for sure, man. Or for sure, girl. For sure, man. I don't know. Alright, guys. Go enjoy your Canadian Birdman and that Penelope.